Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Welcome back to another episode of Rob Sports Center. As you can see by the title, yes, the Cowboys and Ceedee Lamb have come to an agreement, and this is not no average agreement. Let me read to you guys the terms of this agreement, and let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that Ceedee Lamb is worth it? All right, cool. So Ceedee Lamb and the Dallas Cowboys have agreed to a 4-year deal, $136 million deal that makes him the second highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. Deal includes a $38 million signing bonus, the largest ever given to a wide receiver, and $100 million guaranteed. Now, here's the thing, people. So we ate Kirk Cousins alive, we ate Tua alive, we ate Jordan Love alive, a lot of us. And when I say we, I'm saying us as football fanatics, football fans, football analysts, football broadcasters, any association you have with football. We ate a lot of these guys alive. Now, I want to see if Ceedee Lamb is going to be ate alive. Now, here's the thing. I'm not mad at Ceedee for getting paid at the end of the day. You know what I mean? This is one of the reasons why you play the game, and a lot of sacrifice goes on behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know. See, I'm a former athlete. I never got to the NFL level, but I know the sacrifice and the dedication that it takes to get to that level in which these guys are in terms of professionals, man. These are the best of the best of the best. And for you to come into the NFL and be able to set ablaze the way that Ceedee Lamb has showed, it speaks volumes to him as athlete. Now, the thing is that worries me with this situation right here. No disrespect to Ceedee. Ceedee is a hell of a receiver. And I'm not just saying that to say that Ceedee is a good receiver. I was kind of, not giving him his props in a sense because of my dislike for the Cowboys at times, but I had to be a man and say, you know what, this dude is good. I can't take that from him. Now, do I believe that he's a $38 million signing bonus? Good. Do I believe that he's $100 million guaranteed? Good. That's a different story. Now, I was looking at Stephen A. I think Stephen A. was one person who was speaking on the whole Ceedee situation in terms of where would he be in terms of getting paid. And Stephen A. was just saying, man, look at the Cowboys' history. Look at Zeke. You paid Zeke all that money. Look at how Zeke held out. So look at how things went with Zeke. Zeke held out. Zeke ended up getting his money. Dak held out. Dak ended up getting his money on top of being able to negotiate an even sweeter deal. Dak had within that deal of getting paid his last time, but he also had a no trade clause. So the reason why Dak is still a Dallas Cowboy right now, ultimately, is because of that no trade clause. Because at the end of the day, Dak's 2 years. At the end of this season, Dak will be a free agent. And the way it's looking, based off all this money they done gave Ceedee, Michael Parsons' contract is going to be coming up pretty soon, and he's looking at Zeke, he's looking at Ceedee, and he wants to get paid. I just don't think that that's going to be within the budget. But my thing is this. You're paying these guys positions. You're paying some of these guys all this money, right? Are you going to get a return on that investment in terms of productivity? You know what I mean? Because he's the second highest paid receiver in the NFL under, obviously, Justin Jefferson. And here's my thing with that. I don't mind paying Jordan Love. I don't mind paying a quarterback because for the most part, you can have everything around you can be good. And everything around you can be mediocre. And if you got a good enough quarterback can get you farther than a receiver. Because it's easy to strategically take a receiver out of the game than it is a quarterback. Just because there's so many different things that play a part. Even when you look at Ceedee Lamb this past season, a lot of times he wasn't as productive as he's been in the past. Obviously, due to, losing Amari Cooper and that attention factor that, you still have to worry about what happened to Amari Cooper, and then having my guy Gallup too. Regardless of what you say about him, when he was healthy and playing, he was a problem. So you lose a lot of those additions, and now it's easier to target and to take away. And they was doing that. And that's why if you look at the Cowboys over last season, you've seen that towards the end of the season, they started utilizing the Ceedee in a lot of different ways, opposed to just primarily lining them up outside the numbers. They would bring him into the slot, and they would have him in the backfield, I've seen at times, to kind of try to, keep the defense guessing the way they can't just focus in on him too much. But that's where play calling comes into play. So do you have the offensive mind to be able to construct these offenses to combat what the defenses are going to do? Because we already know what defenses are going to want to do, and that's remove Ceedee Lamb. So are we going to get? I'm speaking in terms of the Cowboys. Are we going to get that productivity? Because let's just say this: a good receiver is nothing without a quarterback. So let's just say, hypothetically speaking, Dak doesn't sign at the end of the season. Now, some of you guys might say, "Oh, that's what we got Trey Lance for." Well, the thing is this. Dak has shown us what he's capable of doing in the NFL. Trey Lance hasn't. Now, granted, the injury hurt Trey Lance. If it wasn't for that injury, who knows where Trey Lance's career would have been. He could have still been playing with the 49ers. He could have been having the success that Purdy's having right now. Who knows? It's a big what-if game. You know what I mean? So, but I'm just saying to myself, let's just say he doesn't pan out. Now you're stuck with a receiver that you done paid all this money to, and you don't even have a quarterback who can consistently get him the ball. But is he going to still have that same hunger and determination after getting that big payday? You know what I mean? When you look at a lot of teams that had success over the years, I'm talking about success extensively. A lot of them, they did not pay a lot of those other positions because a lot of other positions are expendable. Now, some people might strongly disagree with me. And hey, some people going to strongly agree with me. I believe that the wide receiver position is expendable. I believe that you can go get a good wide receiver out the draft. I believe that you can go sign a good free agent wide receiver. I believe that. I really do. I feel like that's one position in today's NFL that's not hurting for. Man, you can go to almost every team in the NFL, and every team that you go to has a solid receiver. I'm just going to be honest. You look at the Cowboys and Ceedee Lamb now. You look at the Eagles with Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. You look at us, the Saints, with Chris Olave. You look at who's another? Obviously, you look at the Dolphins, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Obviously, you look at the Packers, Chris Watson. Man, the list can goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So that's why I'm saying that to say that that's a position that is not really hurting for. I feel like a quarterback and I feel like a cornerback are positions that you might want to pay just because it's not a big volume of opportunity or availabilities when it comes to those positions. That's why when you see these guys like the Lattimores, the Jalen Ramseys, that when they get these contracts, they get locked in because you don't want to lose that threat because it's going to be hard to come about. Same thing with a quarterback. You look at guys like Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Jordan Love now, Tua, hate him or love him, you know what I mean? Even Dak, hate him or love him, you know what I mean? But he is a good quarterback. You don't know if you're going to get that same productivity out of Trey Lance. So now you're going to end up having to restructure the contract. I just don't think, in my honest opinion, that the Cowboys is going to see a return on that investment. I mean, I feel like the Cowboys this year is win or bust for the Cowboys. Because if they don't win, which they do have, if you ask me, Cowboys have a team that's capable of winning the Super Bowl. I think that the Cowboys get in their own way at times, and that could be Jerry Jones, and that could just be, just coaching all around the board. You know what I mean? In terms of like offensive play calling, obviously with Dan Quinn, now losing Dan Quinn is going to be a major hurt to the defense. You know what I mean? But I think for the most part, based off the athletes they got, they're still going to be productive. Might not be as dominant as they were with Dan Quinn, but I think that they're still going to be able to stand on their own in a sense. But I'm just saying that if things don't work out this year, now it's almost back to the drawing board because you're hoping that Trey Lance is going to be there. He might have showed you guys something in preseason that showed you that, or that makes you feel that he is, but it's not a guarantee that he is, and that's all I'm saying. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like I said, ultimately, I think that the team who's going to hurt from this decision more is Dallas Cowboys. I'm just going to be honest with you. If you look at Zeke, y'all paid Zeke all that money just to end up cutting him, just to end up re-signing him back. But he hasn't been the Zeke that he been when he was that feed me Zeke. He ain't been that Zeke in years. I'm just saying. And I think that's going to be a repeat with Ceedee Lamb. And that's what happens when you pay all these guys this major money. You know, you got to think everybody doesn't have the Tom Brady mindset. Everybody doesn't have the Patrick Mahomes mindset. Everybody doesn't have the Joe Burrow mindset. Everybody doesn't have the Aaron Rodgers, the Drew Brees, the Peyton Manning, the guys who got paid this money, but they played the game for the love of it, but also for wanting to win, wanting to be the best. You don't have that. A lot of these youngest cats, man, when they get paid this money, man, the productivity starts to slowly drop and decline. And I know that you can say, okay, cool. At the end of the day, these guys did work their butts off to get into this position, but it's still a business. Just as you must be paid, you must also keep producing to, you know, uphold the value of what you've been paid. You know what I mean? But you lose that when you start paying them all this type of money. But hey, we're going to see how it turns out. Let me know what y'all think about that decision down in the comments. I'm interested to see Cowboys fans or non-Cowboys fans, just football fans in general. You know, let me know what y'all think about that. But as you guys can see, man, it's it for this video, man. If you did enjoy this video, do me a big favor, man. Smash that thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And when you subscribe, make sure you click that notification bell. That way you be notified every time I upload, man. Because like you see, the uploads are coming consistent. And not only are they coming consistent, man, my goal is to bring y'all some of the highest, the most up to par quality analyticism in the world, not just YouTube. You know what I mean? YouTube is a stepping ground. I plan on transcending, but starting here first, but eventually the world. So if you down for that, man, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out this thing. Peace, man. Y'all take it easy.